You are tuned in to Kids
In the Pit. Hey guys, it's Gabe from the Kids in the Pit podcast. Today I'm being joined by Chris Fist from the New York hardcore band Clenched Fist. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So what year did Clenched Fist start, and are you still an active band?
Clenched Fist started in 1986. Um, I was in a band called Mental Abuse with Dave Jones, who played on Victim in Pain, the Agnostic Front record. And Mental Abuse was on a little bit of a hiatus. And I had some other songs I was working on and let Dave hear it. And Dave dug it, and he ended up having a guy named Neil Burke that played bass. Some of you might know Neil from A Life's Blood. The original singer was Sid from Mental Abuse, but back then we didn't have all this good communication, and it was like one practice, Sid was gone, and we didn't see him, so we were looking for a singer, and we ended up getting a cat named Perry to sing. And that's how the band started. It was the three of us. Four of us, excuse me.
Yes. Speaking of Agnostic Front, I've seen them a bunch of times, and Vinny let me play guitar on a song last year.
Vinny let you play with them?
Yeah, he let me play Blitzkrieg Bop by the Ramones.
That's pretty cool, right? You had a good time, didn't you?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, Stigma's the man. I just saw them a couple nights ago.
Yes.
It's always a great time with them.
And he just turned 70, right?
That's what they tell me. I thought he was just uh, um he was always, he's always like our big brother in the scene, you know? So
Yeah.
um we kind of needed that. A lot of us came into the scene when we were your age. So it's always good to have a big brother, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
So how old are you?
Right now?
Yeah.
No, you met yesterday. No, I'm 59.
Okay, nice. Um, what did you do in the band?
I play guitar. I was the guitar player in Clenched Fist.
Nice. Do you remember what your first guitar was?
My first real guitar was a 79 SG. And there's a funny story about it because when I went to buy it, my father, being a musician, had a friend of his take me to Manny's to pick it up. And the guy that helped me out to pick it out um, played solos on, I don't know if you ever heard of Steely Dan.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they had this song called Reeling in the Years,
Yes.
Throwing Away the Time, you know?
I know it.
And, huh?
I know it.
You know that song? Yeah, yeah. So we went down to Manny's and picked it up, and he was really cool about it because when I picked it off the wall, they said, you can't have that guitar. Angus Young was here a couple days ago, and he wants it. So you can have any guitar but that one. And I put my head down, and um, he went upstairs, and um, he went upstairs and talked to the manager. I guess it was uh, uh, was it Mr. Manny's was with Manny, and they let me get the guitar. So, and that guy's name was Elliot Randall.
Nice. How old were
So,
you?
huh?
How old were you then?
It must have been 1981 or 80, so I must have been 13 or 14.
Nice. I just
Yeah.
turned 50 last month.
Yeah, yeah. So what kind of guitars you got?
So my first one was an Ibanez, just a red like Strat, and then I have a couple other Strats. I do have a Flying V, the Floyd Rose in it. I have a Epiphone Les Paul. I don't think I have any SGs though.
You got a lot of nice gear, man. What kind of amps are you using?
So live with my band World of Chaos, I use we have these little like Seymour Duncan box things that like fits on a pedal board and you just plug it straight into the cab
You're
and you
talking about the silver one, right?
yeah, the power stage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Those are cool.
Yeah, and then we have a little distortion pedal in front of it. I think it's called the Hades, but it sounds really good. So we just have a couple effects, and we have that going straight into the cab. So no heads.
Okay, so you don't have to carry heavy stuff around no more, huh? That's how I got so big,
Yeah,
carrying Ampeg heads. They used to
yeah,
weigh a lot back then.
yeah. I think yeah. Originally we played with just regular heads, but it was a lot easier to travel with just these. Take
Huh.
room.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool, man.
Um, does Clenched Fist start in New York? And do you live there still?
So Clenched Fish was more so a Jersey band. We got together in Jersey. Um, because we were in North Jersey, we were always in the city back and forth.
Nice.
Um, I had a lot of family in the city. I got 8 aunts and uncles on one side, and um, I had to go there after school or whatever to my grandmother's, straight after school, that type of stuff. They
Yeah.
don't make you do that no more, right?
No.
Uh, well, it was fun back then, getting on the bus, walking through Port Authority, Times Square, and all that. Um, it helped me grow up real fast.
Yeah. My band is playing in New York City at this Sunday at the Bowery Electric in New York. I think it's closest where CBGB's was.
So you're gonna be over there with Drew Stone?
Yeah, he booked it.
I guess I'm gonna have to come see you.
I mean, so, yeah, we're opening. I think we play like yeah, we play at 2:30. So don't be late.
Okay,
Not
I'll make sure that I'm there.
uh,
We're working on our record right now, and I'm trying to stay home and stay out of trouble. But
yeah,
it's always a good time over there with Drew.
yeah. Have
And
you?
you'll be there, right?
Yeah.
All right, don't be late.
Have you ever played CBGB's?
I played CBGB's um twice. I played with Clenched Fist, and I played there with Breakdown.
Oh, nice. Wait, who did I interview that was in Breakdown?
Carl, I think.
Yeah. Wait, what other band is he in? Was he in
Killing Time.
Killing Time?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, forgot. Yeah,
Small world.
awesome. Um. Oh yeah. Eddie Leeway was my first guest on here. You're friends with him, right?
Yeah. Eddie's my man.
Yeah.
Always will be. Always has been. Always will be. Another good guy. You know. I used to like talking to him about like just the business of stuff, and how things move because he was really good with that.
Yeah. He's a great guy. He was basically my uncle.
Well, you got some good people in your family. You playing on stage with Stigma, and you're doing that's what you're supposed to be doing at your age, right there.
Yeah. So have you played in any other bands other than Clenched Fist or Breakdown?
Okay, so I played in mental abuse. Um, I did before I joined the Marine Corps. There was a quick show that I did with Life's Blood at the Anthrax in Connecticut. That was a lot of fun. We opened up for Absolution.
That's sick. Yeah, I've heard a lot about the Anthrax. I wanna wait, it doesn't is it
No.
still there?
No.
Okay. Yeah. I
I
wish
I, I doubt it, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wish I could have gone. But
Wait, so you're from Connecticut?
from Delaware.
Okay, so that's well, we used to travel for shows. That's not far when you want to go see a good show, right?
Yeah. We we'll go to New York for good if it's a really good show. I mean it's like 2.5, 3 hours away with traffic. If
Right,
it,
right.
we played Connecticut 2 weeks ago though. That was very fun.
And what's the spot in Connecticut that's popping right now?
We played a place called 10 Selden. It's just like
It's like a teen center.
yeah, it's like a teen center and there's like basketball courts. There's a bunch of stuff there and it was sick.
It was a good time, huh?
Yeah.
So
So what was the first punk metal or hardcore show you went to, and how old were you?
the first punk metal or hardcore show I was went to had to be the Clash, and that was at Bonds.
Wow, that's awesome.
And I was that must have been 81, so I would have been a freshman in high school.
Wow, my dad. Well, so my mom was 3, and my dad was not did not exist. That's crazy.
Wow. That's why I hesitated when you asked me how old I was.
Yeah.
You know?
I think your grandma's the same age as him.
Really?
Yep.
Wait, Amy?
Yeah, I think
Oh.
she's 59.
Wow.
His
I'm
grandma's your
59, yeah.
grandma and grandpa for your age.
Yeah. Those they go up, they're a trip, huh? They're pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
They're cool.
It's too cool.
Yeah. So, where's your favorite place you've ever played a show?
The favorite place I ever played a show was always CB's. CB's to me was like um my father, like I said, was in the business, and he would have shows at Madison Square Garden. But for me, CB's was the Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah, I wish it was still open. I wish I could have. I mean, I know it's open, it's like a clothing store, but I wish I could have seen the real deal.
it was cool because it was a lot less people and it was more family. You know, a lot of those bands were coming out and getting it together. It was mad cool. It was like a place to really learn about. Because that's the other thing too is that um, at your ages, you should really be thinking about. It's called they call it the music business, but it's really at times the business of music. So you guys got to be on top of that, you know,
Mhm. Yeah.
and also learning how to work together in your bands with each other. You
Yeah.
know, sometimes those singers, man.
I'm a singer.
Oh, see, see. But you got to be that way to sing, to be up in front of people, right?
Yeah.
You can't hide behind a guitar like I do.
Well, I mean, I know how to guitar too. You
Okay,
do.
well, you're cheating. I'm just joking. That's cool.
Thank you. Um,
Silly question time.
oh yeah, time for some more unserious questions. If you could live as one animal for a day and be safe from dying, what kind of animal would you choose?
I'd be like that Bob Marley song. I'd be iron like a lion in Zion.
Nice. Yeah, good answer. Yeah, I don't know if anyone has said a lion before.
No, that's a good one.
Yeah, it
The
is.
jungle.
King of the
What do you
jungle.
get? What do you get a lot?
Birds.
Yeah, people want to fly around and stuff, and I think people would say they'd want to like be their pets because so they have the best
Yeah,
lives
you get a
ever.
lot of dogs and a lot of birds.
Yeah, they want to fly around and stuff. I think some said like eagles and hawks and stuff.
Lion's cool though.
Yeah.
Rah.
So do you have a favorite movie?
My favorite movie would be. I really dug The Deer Hunter.
I haven't seen it.
That's a good one. It's real long though. And the other one is Taxi Driver. You're talking to me.
Yeah, we gotta watch that. Yep.
That was a good movie. Those are the one. Oh, the other. You know what? My definitely favorite movie of all times is a movie called Gordon's War, and it's about If you're straight edge, you love that movie. It's about getting the drugs out of Harlem.
Yeah. I'm very straight edge till the day I die.
All right. Well, you know what? A lot of the guys that I know that I remember when a lot of the straight edge came around, and it was really cool. Um, um, I tried it for a day and had to take the X's off my hand. But I was eating McDonald's and all sorts of stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing, so I had to wash my hands off.
You do that.
Yeah, I eat McDonald's.
Okay, it was tough back then. Them
I
guys
try
didn't.
not to. Wash that up. Got one from last night, right?
Those Big Macs, huh?
Yeah, whenever we're on tour, we sometimes we go to McDonald's, but
I got this stuff I'm drinking. It's called Fuel for Human Beings. And it's like a drink in a bottle or whatever, like 300 calories or whatever. But
wow.
even when you're on tour, you got to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
our bassist is probably the best one at that. Like he always has like supplements and stuff. He got all the good stuff. Except, yeah. I mean, I feel like our drummer probably eats the worst. Like whenever he doesn't get water, he gets soda at all the gas stations. He gets
Energy drinks.
Oh yeah, he gets energy drinks, which are I
But
mean,
he's a drummer. He's pounding on, banging on stuff all the time.
yeah, but coffee is probably better because it's more natural
All
energy
right.
chemicals and stuff. And he's only 16, so
All right. Drummers are real, they like banging on pots when they were kids or whatever. I was just I ran into Walter played with DRI. He's playing with Murphy's Law right now.
yeah, we're
And we were at the AF show and he's banging on the thing, playing his drums. They're always banging on something, you know?
yeah. Yeah, I played two shows with DRI. So one my band opened, and then Spike couldn't make it because he had like a kidney stone problem thing, and he had to
Uh,
get surgery. So I took over for guitar for 2 days.
Isn't
Like
that crazy? He filled in for Spike.
I know, like you taking all the gigs, kid.
13.
Yeah,
Filled,
can the whole people work?
filled in for a 63-year-old. I'll send
yeah,
you the videos. It's crazy.
yeah, he's 50 years older than me.
Yep.
And you did the whole show.
7 or 8
I did
songs.
so I did, yeah, probably 7 or 8. And then some of the guitars from the other bands knew some songs too, so they filled in.
I used to like that violin pacification.
Yeah,
That first the 7 inch. Yeah.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
I think you know what else too? I think they were on a compilation called Rat Music for Rat People.
I haven't heard of it, but sounds cool.
And the thing was their songs are mad short.
Yeah, I mean, I saw like some video. It was like a 30-minute set, and I think they played like 40 songs.
Yeah, that's them. Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, they do have a couple long songs, but most of their older songs are just like 30 seconds. Yeah. Um. So if you could tell your 14-year-old self anything at all, what would you tell him?
When you're 14 like that, it seems like you have mad time. Like you have time to practice. Like it's the time for you to really get it together. Because once I got older, you don't have the time to do. You got to work to get the gear you need. The girls. You know. So while you have the time, you know, stay home and practice.
Yeah.
Because once you build that foundation, you can take it anywhere you want. You know.
Yeah. So do you have anything else to add before we wrap it up?
No, I'm just happy to be here. I really appreciate you having me, and I had a great time, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So thanks to Chris for joining me today, and thanks to all of you for watching or listening. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Spotify and other streaming platforms. Until next week, bye.
Peace. How'd you do the drums?
There was this little basement studio, in our town called, what was it called? Dark Prophet.
Dark Prophet Audio, and $40 an hour. It's cheap.
Not bad.
Well, okay, so you remember back in the day, we had the 2-inch tape. The 2-inch sounded better, but it weighed like 100 pounds. It was probably like for 15 minutes was probably $75.
Wow.
And then you had to take that. You had to walk around with it. This thing is heavy. It's almost like one of your heads, you know? And then you had to keep it like if you had a tape back then, you have to keep it in a good environment because I had tried to transfer some stuff off a tape, and when we put it on the reel, I'm looking down at it, and you ever hear of "I Dream of Jeannie"?
Seen what?
"I Dream of Jeannie."
TV show.
No.
You know when she comes out of that bottle, and she's like a little swirl.
I know.
Yeah, when you look down, I was like, "What is that black stuff doing the I Dream of Jeannie stuff?" And they're like, "That's your music floating around. It came off the tape."
What?
Yeah, so you have to bake it. I mean, it's so much better now the digital way.
Yeah.
You know?
We have some tapes, and
Yeah, but they're digital.
they are.
You have cassette tapes. Yeah,
Wait,
but
that's digital.
you recorded on tape. You recorded digitally. They recorded onto tape.
Oh,
So you really had to say you had to be really disciplined to, I mean the studio was 75 an hour plus the tape.
wow.
So we really had you guys know the songs before you go into record anyway, right?
Yeah, I don't think it took too long. I mean, we just did the drums for the 40 an hour place, so it probably was like maybe an hour per song. Probably
Okay.
low, probably 45 minutes. And also the bass player isn't good enough, so I did his part.
But did you tell him or did you?
Yeah. Yeah, because
Okay.
each recording, I was like, okay, so this is the easiest one. And he was like, do 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 do.
But a lot of those records are like that. Didn't they
Yeah.
say that with Motley Crue? They're like what's his name? Who's the bass player of Motley Crue? I don't listen to him that much anymore.
Nikki Sixx?
Yeah, Nikki Sixx.
Yeah, they said Nikki Sixx didn't play on any of those records.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moment of silence, huh?
I have a song called "Our Bass Player Sucks," and it's not like just me being rude because he came up with the idea because
Because
he's
he's
not
not. He might suck, but he's nice. He's still in the band. That's why.
yeah, fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
And you more just need like a body there than a good bass player, unless you're playing like funk or something.
Well, you know what? He might end up being better than all of you. But you know what I'm saying?
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, he's definitely getting a lot better. I mean, like Sid Vicious from the Sex Pistols, he was horrendous, and I think they unplugged him most of the time.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. You know,
Yeah.
but
Some of the lyrics are, "We should keep him unplugged, just like Sid Vicious." Those are some of the lyrics.
there was I remember, see, the radio stations back then. There was it was the black station WBLS where you hear soul music. But back then the DJs would play anything they wanted. Like on WBLS, the R&B station, you would hear the Clash. I remember when Sid Vicious died. I was pulling in from a guitar lesson. We pulled up in the garage, and they were like, Frankie Crocker said, "Today we want to give a moment of silence to a great hero of ours, Mr. Sid Vicious." And I remember my mother looking at me like, but you know, so it was cool. Radio back then, DJs played what they wanted. It wasn't, it had to be this or that. It had to be cool, you know?
Awesome.
I had all my records, and I had to move or something like that, and I left it at a friend's house.
Ooh.
And I had some good records. Do you like Hellhammer or Celtic Frost?
I've heard of Celtic Frost. I don't think I've heard of Hellhammer though.
That's Tom Warrior's band before a Celtic Frost. So I had the EP that was on Roadrunner. Mm. And I went to my mother's house and I'm like, oh, my record. And guess what? The record wasn't in the jacket.
Mm.
But they're telling me now that they'll buy the jacket for $100.
Wow.
Damn.
So
Crazy.
I really lucked out when it came to I think what the main thing for me was making sure that I had my guitars. You know, if you're moving, you got to get rid of something. Are you going to get rid of, your girlfriend, your records, or your guitars? Which was two of them had to go, So,
Yeah.
um,
If I can keep one, I'm definitely keeping the guitars. Well, I don't have a girlfriend, but if I did, I would definitely pick the guitars.
you know what? That's what I'm telling you. It's a good time to play, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
You like girls or boys?
so, all right. Well, let you go. I hope I